welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing great out there. I know I am. I'm actually doing pretty great today, and today's start of the new week. I think it's Monday. I'm losing track of dates, but this past week I did a good amount of work. This past week was, I say good amount because it was good. It wasn't great. It was only like 40 something hours of work. That's not fantastic. We could double that, baby. We could double that 80-hour work weeks. But so yes, then I'm starting my day off. I started my day off before we just ended the first little section, so to speak, 3-hour rip of trying to learn email marketing. The devil must have made that. The devil made email marketing because it is so unnecessarily difficult that I'm like, it's just emails. Why can't I just send an email? But now you got to go through different designing websites and whatever. But nonetheless, it's working out. It's not bad. And a lot of the things that I'm creating, if any of you know business, it's kind of like flows. So if someone enters the website and then signs in, that's the email they get sent. That's the email, right? And then every 3 days, this. So it's like automated. It's tricky. It is tricky. We move forward. We don't shy away from the pain. Definitely not. Right? If you're a part of this community, which you are, you're watching the video, if you're subscribed, whatever you are, you know that I don't want to shy away from the pain. Yesterday I kind of did. Yesterday I took it a bit easy. The Golden Globes are on, so I want to see Oppenheimer win that. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see Oppenheimer win that. And yeah, I think it's quite interesting to. I think it's quite interesting to have this driving force of like, pain's not gonna stop me. The only thing that stops me is that time when it goes up because I gotta do something else, And I said this before. I said this on another podcast, but we had this moment. I had this moment, yesterday, and I've been having it almost every day where I'm just so happy, and just talking about it makes me feel good. But it was just sitting out with me and my family, and we're just hanging out, and it really makes me happy because when I'm here and I'm doing this, and it's quote unquote like grueling work and whatever, and it's tough. It can get tough, and I can get to dark places in my mind where, I really don't want to work and I want to go back to the hell that I was living in before. It's like, no, pal. No. Keep it here. Keep it strong. Keep it grounded. But when I'm with them, it's kind of just like, it's this unbelievable gratitude. Things that would annoy me about my mom and my sister and my brother, right? Things that would annoy me about them. All of a sudden, I'm just like, well, that's them. All of a sudden, you let things go. It really has given me perspective. I think it really, really has, and it's going to continue to give me. It's going to continue to give me bigger and bigger perspectives. I also yesterday started the White Lotus. I didn't finish the first episode. I do it while I make beats. So I'm like, I haven't finished the first episode or anything. So I'm like, I want to continue doing that, and that's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to make some beats and then edit some videos. And it's one of those days. I hope it's one of those days that's strong. Strong, rooted. Full of surprise, maybe. And the walk today felt energetic. I woke up a little earlier, way earlier than I thought I was going to, like a half hour earlier, and kind of just gave me a good half-hour head start on the day anyway. So it's like, it's one of those days, and I'm happy to be taking advantage of that, So let's do it to the fullest. Next time you see me, I'll either be really tired or even more energetic. You'll see. See you there. All right, so I finished so much. It's actually insane how ahead of schedule I am, and how I'm really just flowing through the day. I finished beats, which is huge, obviously, But that's usual. I usually get that done pretty quickly. Then I finished editing all my videos. So pretty much they're all in drafts ready to post today and just waiting to post them. So that's exciting. So now all I have to do is film a podcast, and that's really it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to email marketing, which is my biggest fear. You guys know this. I've been mentioning this a lot, and it's gonna be a bumpy road with that. I'm gonna need to turn on a bit of my David Goggins for that. A little piece of me that's gonna make me even more. You know what I mean? It's just like even more, and push it. Because there's something about being someone who does something they don't want to do. There's something about that. There's something about people who always do what they want to do. You can see the difference between someone. You can see it in their eyes almost. You could see this person whose goal is to not have a goal. Right? We all know that person. Maybe we've all been that person, right? To a certain extent. And then you know the person that's like a little kid, the artist. Yeah, and that person's beautiful. Like I said, maybe we've all been that as little kids, Then you have someone that gets down to work. And they really, really just do things they hate. And it's not necessarily, I wonder if it's a thing where if I just hate doing something but I don't think I should do it, then what am I to do? You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should do anything, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying there are different types of people, And I think it can be helpful for you to branch it out in your mind like that. The different versions of you. That's like for me the different versions. I see myself as the artist, the person who chases goals, and also the person who runs away from goals. Because they're too difficult today. Because I want to watch a movie today. Because whatever excuse that I have. I say I was this person that did a lot of these things, but I really am this person. I am that. That person still lives with me. The person that doesn't chase any goals. She still lives with me. Not to say nothing's changed, things are changing, yeah. But at any moment, I know I could just go back. If I knew everything, I wouldn't be making this type of content, My content would be far more, you should do this. In fact, I feel like one of you guys. I think you guys might even be doing better, And it's kind of just like a heart-to-heart that I want to have every episode on this YouTube channel. And to do that, I think we kind of have to do it together, If there's someone out there, if you're someone out there who's really on the hustle, really on the grind, doing what you have to, like killing it, then awesome. Kudos to you, As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody, And, some people do hurt themselves and they just keep going, But it's true. There's this level of respect that I have for people like that because I'm not fully there yet. I know there might be a time where I am. Where I could look back and say, based on all this footage that I made, this is what you should do. Right? Based on all these things that I've done that you've seen me do every day, day in, day out. This is what I think you should do. Till then, I'm going to use should as a cautionary word. What you should do is none of my business. And that's completely, that's completely true. It's none of my business. And it depends. And there's so many more variables. So I'm going to leave should up to you. Whatever you think you should do. That's what counts. Not what I think. What I think is maybe in parallel to what you think, but we're not living the same lives. I wouldn't compare myself to you, and hopefully you don't compare yourself to me necessarily. Compare yourself as, oh, he's doing it great, but I'm not doing so great, or he's not doing that great, I'm doing better. Comparing yourself just seems so well, one, petty, but also it seems useless. The only person that's been through what you've been through is you. And same goes for me. I'm not going to compare myself to any of you guys, to anybody I see out there. I'm going to compare myself to me. And I should rephrase that even. It's not even that I'm going to, it's that I'll try to. It's difficult. It's an impulse for me to compare myself to other people, but I'm really going to try not to, So I'm going to go film this podcast. I feel like there's something else I have to do, but it seems like there's not much. So I'm going to go film this podcast, maybe do some email marketing, and get back to you after that. So see you there. Alright, so I basically finished everything I have to do for today, except for one thing. My arch nemesis. Email marketing. Dude, I really have to finish it, and I have about an hour left till I get to like 8 hours-ish. So I'll do that, and I'll finish out the 8 hours with that. And God, it seems like I'm gonna have to put myself through it. You know what I mean? And that piece of me that's deep inside, it's gonna have to come out and really fight for it, which is good because I already feel it. You know what I mean? I say like I'm nervous or anything like that. I'm not. I'm confident that I can do it because I've been doing it for the last week or so. You know what I mean? Has been straight up just hammering it in and making these things habits, not just things I hate to do. Let's go do them and accomplish something. It's like, it's more than that. It's more than that. It is that, but it's more than that. It's something that's subconscious, right? It's not something that I'm consciously doing. It's something that's kind of like, it's rooted in my subconscious. It's something that's a part of my day. That's how you know you did it right. It's like working out for me. Working out for me is so rooted in my day that I'm just going to do it, whether it's in the morning, middle of the day, or at the end of the day. I've gotten so used to it that every single day I do it, it's like, just makes it even more and more the building blocks that I know that I'll go back to doing it every day. Like today, I'm not worried that I'm not going to work out today. You know what I mean? I'm not really worried because I have almost a year's worth of proof that shows me, hey, you have done it every single day, so you probably will. That's what I mean when I say like, this is exciting. Because that to me is so precious, so rare for me. I've never really had experiences like that where I can say I haven't been lazy or I haven't been everything I don't want to be for X amount of time. I mean, to be as perfect as that, it's life-changing. It's life-changing, and it's going to be more life-changing. You guys will see that. I think more and more, I want to show you guys behind the curtain of who I am. And actually, I'm not this person that has the right or will tell you what you should do. Because I don't think I have enough proof, like I said before. I don't think I have enough proof to tell you that. I don't think I'm that qualified. I'm only 19 years old. 10 years ago I was 9, that's some perspective. When I ever think I'm a big shot or I'm this person who's better than everybody else, I'm always like, well, 10 years ago I was only 9. Fair enough, that you can just say, okay, yeah, cool, I'm still great, but I was just 9, and thinking about that kid, that 9-year-old kid, to think of himself as 19, he couldn't even imagine. With 29 and 30 now, I'm imagining. And I'm picturing something pretty great, and I think you guys are going to see it. Maybe not 20, I don't know, but you guys will definitely see something. You guys will definitely see me grow and create more ideas and evolve, not just stay the same. Even though the work might look the same, it might. But I think mentally, you'll see that I'll keep growing and evolving. And this is why I wanted to do podcasts or this YouTube channel, is because of that. Because I want to acknowledge the fact that I'm here the person I am now, right? The person I am 3 months from now, 4 months from now, the lessons that I take away with me from the work I've been doing, it's just different. But then I forget and I have these moments, and I think if I had to tell like a little kid me or my sister, anybody younger than me, that's the biggest thing I'll tell them. That's the weirdest thing about being an adult, being a young adult myself. The past few years I've been forgetting so much. So as a kind of like a time capsule, I want to bring either future me and you guys together and be like, hey, listen, this is what it was like. It was email marketing. It was pushing past pain, or whatever you want to call it. Pushing past your demons, some would say. Pushing past everything you could be if you wouldn't be so strong. Pushing past all those thoughts about yourself. I have some thoughts about myself, yeah. That I'm not the person who can do it. That I'm someone that lays down and will just always lay down and be lazy. I'm just a fraud. Yeah, I think that all the time. Pushing past that, that's the hard part. Not really pushing past the little action of email marketing and things like that. It's deeply rooted. It's more rooted than that. But like I said, it's really proof. Once I have the proof, that's when I know, So, let's build some proof. Alright, I'm going to end this episode here. If you liked the episode, I make these literally every day, so tune in if you want. Peace.